Hi, I'm Dave. In 2009, I decided to sell everything I owned, quit my job working in computers, and bought a bicycle setting forth for a round-the-world journey. The suit and tie thing really wasn't doing it for me, and I decided I was going to venture out of my comfort zone, experience new cultures, and never go back to a conventional way of living. My journey thus far has taken me from my hometown of Vancouver, BC, all the way down to Mexico, before setting forth to visit every capital city in Canada, a journey which took 215 days and had me pedaling for 14,230 kilometers through side roads, tiny communities, in every weather condition you could imagine. From St. John's, Newfoundland, I then turned around and crossed into the United States, riding down the eastern seaboard before heading inland all the way to New Orleans, before realigning my compass to head northwest back to Vancouver. I'm self-supported, which means I carry everything I need to survive: tent, sleeping bag, cookware, and a significant amount of technology to document my travels. Throughout my days on the road, I've had a chance to see some of the most beautiful landscapes, integrated into different cultures, and spoken to children in elementary schools. It's not easy. Extreme weather, steep hills, and blowing winds all impact how my day's ride goes while I search for food, water, and shelter. More often than not, I run into animals while riding, like this spirit bear just outside of Terrace, and this pack of wood bison in the Northwest Territories. They seem to be just as confused and curious as the handful of people I meet every day in my journey. I ran into Oceana, another bicycle tourist who told me about the things that she likes about bicycle touring.
Benefits of bike touring, of travel, especially by bike, is that there aren't any physical limits to what one can see. There's sort of the constant overflow of newness, fresh exposure to a diversity of people, of personalities, giving gifts, and learning how to remain open.
And the worst?
Cars.
Yeah, the cars.
Big trucks with smog.
When I heard about the opportunity to live on Sea Island at YVR for 80 days, I changed my riding plans and altered my course to head back to Vancouver, all the while pouring every other free moment off the bike into putting together my application. I'll be willing to bet my entry is the only one that was put together inside of a tent in the darkness. If I had an unlimited battery life, more time, and maybe even perhaps a desk, this application could have been taken to the cutting edge. But as I've learned over the past year and 9 months, one must find a proper balance and know when to stop. Although it may not show it in all of these videos, I clean up well, keeping in mind that I like to have a lot of fun for myself, as shown here when I reach the end of Canada, singing our national anthem followed by shaving my beard grown from one side of the country to the other into the Atlantic Ocean. I also test my physical strength and perform headstands in all sorts of public places and historical markers. It seems very fitting considering I flipped my world upside down. So with all that, I'm hoping you realize that I would be the best candidate to live at the Vancouver International Airport and Sea Island to show the world all the shops, artwork, and its growth over the past 80 years. I'd love to engage travelers in stimulating conversations while continuing to be a traveling ambassador for Vancouver, British Columbia. I'll arrive to the Vancouver Airport by bicycle on August 17th, and my final posting will show my departure from YVR on November 4th as I continue my bike ride. I encourage you to find out more about my journey on my website, Tired of IT. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to apply for the experience of a lifetime.